Just behind me on the other side of the street here in Mae Sot, there's a very well-known and popular hotel called the Irawadee Resort. And I've walked by it dozens, literally dozens of times, but I've never gone inside to take a look around. I always noticed it as I walked by because it has such a beautiful exterior, very natural look to it with all of the trees growing there. Looks like a little garden that popped up in the middle of Mae Sot. In terms of location, it's in a pretty good spot too. It's basically right in the center of Mae Sot. The Borderline Collective is just a short distance in that direction, as well as Braverly. So you're pretty much still in the heart of Mae Sot, staying here. It's not far away at all. Let's zip across the street. So there's the outside fence. I don't know if that phone number is up to date. Well, probably can't see it with the sun behind it. Anyway, let's get another view of that sign. So there's the sign for the Irawadee Resort, bright red and yellow. Like many signs in Thailand, it doesn't really match the business itself. I think this Irawadee Resort has a much classier look to it than you would think just looking at that sign. But you can ignore the sign and just look at the entrance here. I don't know if they have parking available for vehicles, but they do have this wide driveway. Certainly a lot of parking for motorcycles. Wow, this is really nice. I love bamboo. I'm just eternally fascinated by bamboo. And they've put up a lot of bamboo here, just like a kind of curtain surrounding the dining area. That's really nice. And it's all real bamboo. That's not fake at all. It's growing and planted in the ground there. That's a very pleasant surprise. And they have some seating here at the front for their restaurant. Kind of has a picnic table atmosphere going on here at the front with some nice awnings to keep the sun away. A lot of trees and plant growth. Yeah, these plants with the wide leafy leaves have obviously been planted there deliberately to provide kind of a nice screening from the street. And a beautiful little shrine right here of Ganesh, which is interesting. And this is quite interesting too. They have actual, I talked about the bamboo over there being like a curtain, but they have actual curtains that can partially enclose the dining area. Perhaps if the sun is coming in the morning, or the afternoon at a sharp angle, the curtains can shield the place. And then there's some seating in here as well. That's very nice. I knew it was nice, but it's actually nicer than I expected now that I'm on the inside. See if we can back up as much as we can and get a whole view of the interior. Oh, look at the roof up there. Didn't even notice that until now. Yeah, it's beautiful. I've briefly changed the GoPro field of view to the wide setting so we can take in the whole dining area all at once. With the roof up above it, get a better impression of what it looks like if you were standing here. And I've heard that the Irawadee Resort offers a lot of services to guests that stay here. For example, there's a sign here for scooter hire, daily, weekly, and monthly rates, and they could probably get taxis for you, and they could probably arrange for guided tours of the area if that interested you. And there's a sign over here for a yoga instructor. It says here at Irawadee Resort. Of course, these days there aren't that many tourists moving through town. Yeah, it's very nicely decorated with some artwork on the walls. And they have an 8.6 rating on Booking.com, which, if I know my Booking.com, is a very good rating, so they're rightfully proud of that. We're on the inside of the bamboo curtain. I honestly cannot get enough of bamboo. I just think it is the most astonishing thing, just to grow naturally. Another lovely statue. And of course, the rules to go along with the pandemic era. Oh, here's a card for the resort. I'll take a picture of that later and insert a nice copy of it into the video in case you want to get their information, their email and their website, things like that. I love this statue here. And I just spoke with the woman in the lobby area, and she said it would be okay to come in and film a little bit of the reception and lobby area. So here it is here. Has a nice incense aroma. I smell some incense. It's very nice. Oh, and they have breakfast, of course. I'll probably sit down here and have a cup of coffee, since I'm here. Yeah, some other nice arts and crafts on display inside some cases here. Oh, it looks like some of this is for sale. Oh, they have price tags on them. So bracelets and jewelry and a jewelry box. So these items are probably for sale. And there's a nice little garden here in the back. Look at that. So she's going to show me one of the rooms. Look at that. Next to bamboo, I love water fountains, things like that. Yeah, it's very interesting. A lot of work has gone into the landscaping and gardening here. And here's the back of the main building. Yeah, I honestly have no idea how large this place is. Oh, look at this gate. Feels, I don't know why, I was going to say a bit like Angkor Wat coming through here, like coming into an ancient temple. Look at this beautiful wooden carving here. Don't know if that's coming across on the GoPro. It's really elaborate. Oh, okay. And here are, a lot of the rooms spread out in a line here. Again, beautiful landscaping. Look at that. And gardening. Oh, here's one of the rooms. We're gonna go take a look on the at the inside. Oh, wooden doors. Oh, look at this. I like little details. A little wooden slider lock. Nice, look at that. Beautiful bed. Again, we have a curtain theme going on. Bamboo curtain, dining curtain. And a really interesting design for the sleeping area. I like that a lot. It kind of gives you the sense of a, sort of a Japanese traditional style of sleeping on a mattress on the floor, and yet it is still raised up, so you're not actually down on the floor. That's very nice. A little bit of furniture over there. And I saw a sign that said there's Wi-Fi available and all that kind of thing, of course. I think you can assume that. And it's I think you'd say it's a small room as far as hotel rooms go, but it's very nicely put together. The bathroom as well. Somewhat small, but very nicely designed, I think. Oh, there's the classic me in the mirror pose. And oh, nice shower. I was going to say a completely open air shower, but it's almost open air. It has a skylight up above to let the light in. And then, so you're sort of an outdoor shower, though not exactly. And it comes with TV and mini fridge. And I'm looking towards the front with the curtains and the door. And I assume the rooms are largely the same. Oh, and it has a nice little balcony area out front here. And being a big fan of chairs, we have to try this one out, see how it works. Oh, nice. It's okay. I'm leaning a little bit further back than I would like, but maybe it's adjustable. But let's see. Ooh. Might be a little bit hard to really enjoy a cup of coffee. This is like a lounging chair, but they do have a little stool here you could sit on to enjoy your coffee. And this, relaxing in my chair, reading a book, that would be my view. Very nice. Yeah, this place seems to deserve its reputation as being a nice place to stay. I commented that the room was a little bit on the smaller side, though nicely put together, and she said that they have larger rooms here, so I'm going to take a look at one of the larger rooms. I guess they showed me the smaller one first because I'm here by myself. We're heading in this direction. Some beautiful flowers. I see these all over Southeast Asia, and they always make an impression. Ah, look at this. So I guess on this side, the same number of rooms corresponding to the other ones, but perhaps a bit larger. Oh, wow. Very nice. It has a living room area. And a bit more elaborate furniture with coffee and tea laid out for you. A full-size or medium-sized fridge instead of a mini fridge. Perhaps a nicer display for the TV. Of course, all the rooms had air conditioning. I think you can assume that. And the bedroom. Wow. Yeah, more of a traditional style, of course. You just have like a regular bed on the floor. That's a nice design with the the brick on the wall, sort of exposed brick. I don't think you see that very often. And here we have separate air conditioners, which is nice. One for the bedroom, and then one over there for the outside room, so you could close the door and just run the air conditioning in here if that's all you needed. Oh, and the bathroom. Ah, they also have the skylight up above to let in the natural light. And a bit more space. And then I think there's one other area. This is part of the room too. So it has its own internal balcony, which is very cool. So you've got a little bench here. And maybe in the past they would have some furniture there. A little private garden area. You bring a chair out here, I guess. So it's much more of a suite arrangement with separate rooms. Yeah, there's a nice shot of the room from here. Very nice. And with this room, you get your own outdoor balcony as well, or balcony with the same style of chair. Kind of a lounge chair, as I said, sort of a beach lounge style. So this room, with the suite arrangement, is the VIP room. And I just found out that this VIP suite costs 2,100 baht per night. I don't know if that is the rate right now. I assume it changes depending on the season, but right now it's 2,100 baht. And the other rooms, I don't know how many VIP rooms they have, but the other one she showed me, they call that a deluxe room, and that is 1,200 baht per night for the deluxe. And they all have double beds. So they're all double rooms, there are no cheaper single rooms here. They're all doubles. But yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Gardening and landscaping. It's very nice. And I do like the layout because I love having an outdoor balcony where you can sit by yourself, but I also don't mind being able to see your neighbors a little bit, right? It gives you a little bit of that social feeling. These ones, they seem to have gotten it just right. I feel like I could sit here, feel like I'm by myself, enjoying my morning coffee, and yet I'm kind of aware of my neighbors, and I could have a chat with this neighbor or that neighbor, and you can sort of see them, but just enough. They're not in your face as neighbors, you know? So yeah, and beside the VIP room, I saw this other fountain arrangement. That is very nice. And somehow when you see places with this kind of arrangement, you almost expect to see plastic plants or fake greenery, that kind of thing. But this is all real. All these plants are real, and all these plants are real as well. And I've already seen, I think, 3 different people here that are working right now, gardening and maintaining all of the plants. So I'm sure it's an ongoing, never-ending job, keeping all of this, looking as nice as it does. This is kind of interesting. I was just on my way back to the restaurant and lobby area, and I found a whole new set of bathrooms. And I guess for the restaurant, they would have to have public bathrooms for anyone staying there. So that shouldn't be a surprise. I don't know, it just struck me as quite elaborate for public shared bathrooms. But since every room has its own bathroom, these are really quite a nice addition. Check that out, I love that. Put the, oh, isn't that amazing? The wheel with the faucet in the middle, and then the faucet actually comes out of this pot here. The teapot. That is very cool. I love that. And this one, what is going on here? I don't even know where the faucet is. Oh, this, maybe? Oh, look at that. And then the water comes pouring out of his jaws, the lion. That is super cool. It's like a little puzzle you have to figure out how to turn on the water. It's like an Indiana Jones temple thing. Turn that down, and that's your faucet. The small things in life delight me, perhaps too much. And this is the other little fountain that we walked by. It struck me just because of the amount of greenery growing on the sides. And then down here, quite a colony of fish living happily down there. And that sound of the broom would be a very common sound if you stayed in a place like this. All of the leaves falling, you'd have to stay on top of that all the time so it didn't build up on you. Certainly a very different experience staying here than where I am at the Green Guest House. Of course, the Green Guest House suits me. It's my kind of place. But I could enjoy a place like this too. And being a big fan of benches, it's always nice to see just a bench placed in random places, just in case you want to sit down. Big fan of benches. And they have room service. There's the number for room service. And that sound is my cafe latte being made. And here's some more items that I think are for sale. And I noticed, they do have room rates posted here. So normally it would be 1,500 baht for a room, and that includes a breakfast for 2 people. But at the moment, of course, there's a special discount. So it's 1,200 baht per night. Okay, let's choose a place to sit. Yeah, I think I will sit right here just to be able to take in most of the atmosphere. Oh, there's one other area before my coffee arrives. Let's go check that out. There's some stairs here. I don't know if shoes are allowed, but I'll kick off my sandals just in case and head up the steps, see what we can see. Oh. There's a neighboring plot of land which nobody has done anything with. I wonder if the Irawadee people, if they had the money, they'd probably love to buy this and then they could expand and have gardens or something like that. And this is where all the rooms are located in the back there. And up here is just a space, and I guess they can use this for, okay, that makes sense now. It's all coming together for me. This would be where they have the yoga classes, yoga instruction. These, I assume, would all be yoga mats and things like that. And they could probably use this space for other things as well. Now we're looking down over the dining area. Let's back up a little bit just to get everything as much as possible into frame. Let's go down and enjoy my cafe latte. I think that brings us to the end of my profile of the Irawadee Resort here in Mae Sot. Seems like a very nice place. I haven't stayed here, as I said. All I know about it is from what I've seen on this tour, the same thing that you've just seen on the video. But seems like a very nice place to stay. And of course, I've gotten my now traditional iced latte. Very nice. I think for me, the attraction to this place would be if your budget goes as high as a place like this, and this would be a normal budget range for you to stay. There are other hotels and resorts, I think, around Mae Sot, but perhaps a little bit out in the countryside. I don't know for sure, but this place is right in the center of Mae Sot, within easy walking distance of everything. So it's a very convenient place. And it has a very friendly atmosphere and a bit of a service atmosphere, which would be nice for a lot of people, where I think, the woman here spoke English very well. And they could help you organize, as I said, scooter rentals and taxis and perhaps tours of the area, yoga classes, and things like that. So, yeah, it's the kind of place it is. And if you come to Mae Sot someday, it can be an option for you as a place to stay. Now, for the rest of my iced latte. I get to wash my hands with the lion here. I just think that is so cool. It's not just like there's one tube coming out of his mouth. It's just like it just comes pouring out of both sides like a waterfall. The full Irawadee Resort experience. It's not complete until you wash your hands with the help of the lion.